Hello and good morning everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today for this All Levels Vinyasa yoga class. So in my own personal practice, I've been really focusing on heart openers, back bends, and this is because I've noticed that throughout these past few months where we've been going through so many changes, so much stress, so much fear, and just so much uncertainty, I've been having so many knots in my back. I've been noticing myself slouching. Um, and when I attempted to do a backbending class the other day, my back was just so stiff. And I know for most of us, when we start accumulating a lot of stress, we start to immediately feel it around the shoulders, around the neck. Some of us may experience some lower back pain. And so I figured, why not twist it out? Why not backbend? Why not get our heart fully open, full of gratitude again, full of optimism, full of hope? So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. There's not going to be one specific backbending pose that we're working towards per se, but we're just going to do um, a lot of basic backbendings throughout the class. Just to kind of start to get that mobility again and to be able to fix our posture so that we're sitting, standing, and walking around nice and proud and happy. So to get started, no props will be needed today, but let's go ahead and lay all the way down onto our backs. So just like you would set up for a nice and comfortable Shavasana, allow your feet to flop open. Let the arms rest next to your sides with the palms facing up, taking up as much space on your mat as you need to. Closing the eyes as you begin to draw your awareness into your breath. Breathing in through the nose, so the belly and the chest rise up towards the sky. And breathing out through the nose, feeling everything connecting deeper to your mat and to the earth below you. And as you continue to focus on those inhales and exhales through the nose, see if you can start to create a soothing pattern so that both the in and the out breaths are just as long as one another. And by focusing on your Ujjayi yogic breath, you may notice that any thoughts that may have been constantly running around through your mind will slowly begin to fade away, giving yourself the opportunity to be fully present, to tune inward. These moments of silence, these moments that we get to our own self are so important and crucial, because there's so much about our own self that we still have yet to learn. Just like the seasons, the days, the years, the months, just time in general, we are also constantly changing. Which is why it's so important to always take the time to notice how we feel, to understand why we feel a certain way, and what we can do to bring ourselves into a state of bliss, into a state of peace. So let's just do that for a moment now. How are you feeling? Why might you be feeling that way? And if you would like to be feeling differently, know that you have the choice and the power to do so. So as we set our intention today, visualize exactly how you want to feel when you are finished with this class. As we move through all our heart openers, allow yourself to let go of all of those things that no longer serve you. Freeing yourself from all that stress, from the heartaches, from the burdens. And instead opening up the heart towards gratitude, love, and abundance. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose, holding at the top. Open mouth, exhale. Let it all go. As you inhale, reach both of the arms up over your head, pointing the toes as you bring the feet together. And once you interlace your hands, turn the palms outward so you're really stretching long through the body as if you're just getting out of bed. Take another breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, reach both of your hands over to your right and walk your feet over towards the right corner of your mat as well, keeping the hips in place. If you'd like to deepen the side body stretch, just simply cross the left ankle on top of the right and continue to root that left side of the body down to the floor. 5 rounds of breath down the entire left side of your body. Inhaling, walk your hands and your feet back to the center. Exhale, walk your feet to the left and your arms to the left. Option to cross the right ankle on top of the left one, rooting that right sit bone down. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhaling, bring your arms and your legs back to the center. With your exhale, hugging the knees into your chest, wrap the arms around the shin, really pressing your entire spine into the floor, gently swaying from side to side, massaging out your back. Good. With the knees in your chest, let's open out the arms like cactus arms, so 90-degree angles. We're going to exhale the knees over to the left, spinning our gaze over to the right. Nice little gentle twist to begin. Inhaling, bring the knees back to center. Exhale, drop them over to your right. Turn your gaze to the left. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. Now repeating that for a little bit of core work, we're going to exhale, drop the knees to the left, but do not let them touch the floor. Just hover the ground. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the right again. Just let the knees hover. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale to the left. One more. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. And hold it here. Lift your feet up so that they're 90 degrees parallel to the floor. And now just extend the arms up towards the sky for dead bug core work. As you inhale, you're going to release the left foot. Just tap it to the ground and the back of the right hand. The more you extend the leg, the harder it is. Exhale, come back to center. Keep pressing your entire back into the ground. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Exhale, back to center. Rib cage pulling down. Inhale, switch. Exhale, center. Inhale, switch. And exhale, center. Keep it going on your own. We're here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the legs exactly how they are, and then just release the hands next to your sides, but again, just keep the palms hovering. Take a breath in through the nose. On your exhale, slide your fingertips forward, lift the upper back, lift the shoulders, chin slightly away from the chest, and then inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keep it going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top. Flap the arms up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7. Ribcage pulling down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down next to your sides. Feet release hip width apart. Lower the shoulders. Lower the head down. Making sure your heels are directly underneath your knees. Bridge pose. First round, just keep your hands to the floor. Inhaling, lift the hips up. Nice and gentle. First back bend of the day. Squeezing the glutes, pressing the knees forward so that you still have space between the chin and the chest. One more inhale. And exhale, lower down. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Second round, you have the option to interlace your hands underneath the low back. As we inhale, lift the hips up. Maybe the hands interlace, scooting the shoulders underneath your chest. We breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unclasping the hands if you have them. Slowly lower all the way down onto your spine and hug the knees into your chest. Rocking up and down the length of your mat. Go ahead and take about 3 to 4 rocks. Just massaging out your spine in the opposite direction. And when you're ready, we're going to come all the way up into a seat, cross-legged seated position. Rooting through the sit bones, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach both of the arms up overhead. Exhale, take a twist over to your right. Right fingertips behind you, left hand reaches across the thigh. On our inhale, we sit up taller. And on the exhale, we deepen that twist. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, take a twist over to your left. Right hand on top of the left thigh, left fingertips on the floor behind you. Keep the shoulders drawing down and away from the ears, lengthening through the top of your head. Inhale, reach the arms up through the center. Exhale, take it into a side bend. Right hand to your right, left arm extends over the left ear, gazing underneath the left bicep. For those who would like to take this side bend a little bit deeper, you're going to bend your right elbow closer towards the ground, making sure that the left sit bone does not lift. Square both of your shoulders towards the front of the room. Take another breath in. And now as we exhale, roll the left shoulder down towards the floor. So now you're gazing towards the right hand and try to reach with that left hand as far over towards the right side of the room as you can. You should feel the sensation coming down the left side of your back, feeling it around the lats, the shoulder blades. Now inhaling, open all the way back up to the center. Exhaling, release the left hand to your left. Right arm reaches over the right ear, gazing underneath the bicep. Right shoulder slightly pulls back, exposing the entire chest towards the front of the room. Maybe the left elbow bends to deepen that side bend. One more breath in. Exhale, square the right shoulder down. Gaze towards the left fingertips and keep reaching the right hand over towards the left side of the room. Press down into the right sit bone. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way back up to the center. And as you exhale, place the hands back behind you. Popping up onto your fingertips, we're going to press down into our knees, lifting the hips up, rolling the shoulders open. 3 breaths. And as you exhale, slowly lower all the way back down. We're going to swing the legs to one side, hips to another, moving into a tabletop position. As you set up for your tabletop position, you want to have your hands directly underneath the shoulders and your knees directly underneath your hips. Taking a few rounds of cat-cow here, we're going to start with a cat pose. Tucking the toes, as you exhale, press into your hands and knees so you feel the upper back doming. Drop the chin to your chest and imagine like you want to press the floor away from you with your hands and knees. We're holding. Now untucking the toes, inhale, cow pose. Arch the spine, roll the shoulders open, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat pose, we round. Inhale, cow pose, we send the heart forward and up, untucking the toes. One more round, exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Holding here in your cow pose, keep the hips stacking over the knees. As you exhale, walk your hands forward, heart melting pose. Option to stay on the forearms. Release the forehead down. Maybe the chin releases down. Close up the eyes. Allowing yourself to surrender, letting go of any resistance, bowing down to your practice, to your intention, to who you are, honoring everything that is in this very moment. One more round of breath. And now staying here on your forearms, we're going to lower our belly and chest all the way down to the floor. Sphinx pose. With your elbows under the shoulders, just like you would in a cobra pose, press through the tops of the feet. Lift the heart up. Pressing into your right hand, lift the right elbow off of the ground. With the left palm facing up, you're going to slide the left hand underneath, directly across your chest in line with your shoulder. Drop the left shoulder all the way down to the floor, and then depending on how much intensity feels okay in the body, you're going to walk the right hand forward, rolling the right side of your body down. The more weight you put on the left arm, the more of a sensation you're going to feel across the left upper back and the shoulder area. You might even get some sensation here going on throughout the tricep, the back of the arm. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath. Lifting your head back up. Slide the right hand back in. Release the left elbow to the floor. Back to Sphinx pose. Reset yourself. Reset the legs. Lift the heart. Pressing into the left hand, lifting the left elbow. Slide the right arm underneath. Palm is facing up. Rolling all the way down to your right shoulder, walk the left fingertips forward as much as it feels comfortable for you, and then lower the left side end of the forehead down. Good. Pressing into that left palm, we're going to lift the chest. One more time, Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders, lifting the heart. Now listen close. Keeping the elbows on the ground, wrist in line with the elbows, we're going to start to lift the hips up. Walk your knees forward as if you were in a tabletop position, and now tucking the toes, dolphin pose. Really good shoulder stretch. Just like in down dog, allow the neck to hang nice and loose. If the heels don't touch the floor, that's okay. And we're just going to pedal out the legs here, bending the right knee, bending the left knee. Continuing to press the chest back for another 3, 2, and 1. Let's release the knees back down to the ground, sliding the hips back. Child's pose, arms straighten out. In your child's pose, as the hips are reaching back, the fingertips are reaching so far forward that the elbows and the forearms begin to lift off of the ground. Looking in between the thumbs, keeping the big toes together, touching knees wide, we're going to inhale. Move the shoulders forward, arms are straight, lifting the toes up. Roll the head back. Exhale, child's pose, hips towards the heels. Inhale, shifting forward. Be nice and gentle since we're barely warming up our spine. Shoulders roll back, head drops back, toes towards the crown of the head. Exhale, slowly hips towards the heel, child's pose. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, we shift it forward. Exhale, we take it back. Last one, inhale, take it forward, flip the toes up, drop the head. Exhale, child's pose. From child's pose, downward facing dog. We'll tuck the toes, lifting the hips up. Making sure your hands are shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. Spread through the fingertips. Relax the shoulders and just have a little tiny micro bend in the elbows so there's no hyperextension through the arms. Adding a generous bend to the knees, walk your hands all the way back to your toes. Ragdoll pose. Grab onto opposite elbows. Let your body weight gravitate down towards your feet. If it feels good, sway from side to side, maybe forward and back. Again, we're getting rid of all of that accumulated stress and fear and worries and just things that do not serve us any longer. In your forward fold, releasing the fingertips down to the floor, with the knees still bent, chin to your chest, slowly roll yourself all the way up to stand, Tadasana, mountain pose at the back of your mat. Inhaling, reach the arms up high. Exhale, without moving your hips, take a twist open to the right. The right hip is going to want to follow. This is where you resist by pushing the left hip back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take a twist to your left. This time the right hip is resisting. Inhale, reach the arms up through center. Exhale, chair plane, fly back with the arms. In your chair plane, interlace all 10 fingertips. Staying in chair pose, roll the shoulders open. Weight in the heels. As we inhale, straighten the legs, take a little back bend, reach the fists towards the heels. Keeping that chest expansion, exhale, forward fold. The fists peel away from the low back, circling over your head for 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands all the way back down to the floor. Inhale, hands to your shins, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, shoulders pull back. Exhaling, release the hands to the floor and walk all the way forward to our first high plank position. Pressing energy out through the heels, make sure everything is leveled to the floor. Again, fingers are spreading, rooting into the knuckles. 3 push-ups. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. If this is challenging, release the knees to the floor. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. 1 more. Inhale, lower. And exhale, up. Hold in the high plank. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, Chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 rounds of breath here, in through the nose. And out through the nose. If hamstrings are feeling tight, add a bend to the knees. That way we can really focus on keeping our torso straight. Straightening the legs and releasing the heels to the floor is the last thing that we focus on in our down dog. Inhaling, lift the right leg up. Exhale, stack your hip open, looking underneath the right arm. With your knee bent, start to circle it around, lubricating the hip joint. Make sure you move it in all directions. And then with your inhale, straightening the legs, square the hip down. Exhale, knee to the nose, tiger pose, shoulders over the wrist, belly very tight, squeeze it in. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it through the hands, back knee releases to the floor. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. We're taking steeple mudra, interlacing all but the index fingers. Exhale, take a back bend here. Biceps behind the ears, tailbone lengthens down as you bend deeper into that front knee. Really taking that back bend by lifting through the heart. Inhale, bring your torso back to neutral. Exhale, planting the hands, step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise to stand. Reach the arms up over your head, gaze in between the fingertips. Exhale, cactus the arm back bend. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, left knee to the ground. Inhale, low lunge, all but the index fingers interlace. Sinking into the left knee, exhale, take your back bend. And please make sure that you do not feel any pinching in the low back. If you do, think of pulling your navel, your belly button up and into your spine. Inhale, bring yourself back to neutral. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to high plank. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up high. Exhale, stack the hip open. Gazing underneath the left arm, begin to move that left knee in all directions. Get those hips nice and loose. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, straighten and square. Exhale, belly very, very tight, knee to the nose, squeeze it in, press into the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward, right knee drops down. Just one breath. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands down, right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, cactus back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg steps back, drop the knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, take that back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands down, plank position. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Inhale the right leg up high. Exhale, bend the knee. You can stay here or flip your dog into wild thing. When you flip, left leg sets up as if you were in side plank. Pinky edge side of the foot. You're on the ball mount of the right foot. Pressing into the bottom hand. Arch the spine open. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger pose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward, left knee down. Adding a little bit more. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist open to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. With your left hand to your back leg, inhale. Take a back bend here, right hand pulls back behind the ear. Look over the left shoulder. Walk your fingertips towards the ankle. It's tempting to want to straighten the front leg so you can reach back. That is not the goal. Really focus on lunging forward. That's what's going to make a deeper, more efficient back bend. One more round of breath. In through the nose. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the floor. Tucking the back toes, lifting the left knee. Inhale, twist the right arm up towards the sky. Turning onto the knife edges of both feet. Exhale, Shiva twist. The right knee falls open, breathing into the outer hip. One more inhale. Exhale as you square towards the front, releasing the right hand down, step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees. Inhale, chair pose. Our favorite pose of them all. Lengthen the tailbone down. Weight in the heels. Breathe in. Exhale, open twist to the right. Just like we did standing, do not let the hips turn with the arm. Left hip plugs back. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, airplane the arms. Interlacing all 10 fingertips. Inhale, stand all the way up into your back bend. Exhale, keep the fist, forward fold. Keeping the fist. Inhale, back to chair pose. Fly the arms up by the ears. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands, step the right foot back. Pivot the heel in 45 degrees. Warrior one. Making sure your feet are not crossing. Squaring the hips forward. Inhale, arms come up. Bending into that front knee. Back leg will straighten. Keep pressing into the pinky edge side of the back foot. That's going to help keep you anchored. One more inhale. Straightening the front leg, exhale, pyramid pose, forward fold. If you find that this lifts the back foot a lot, go ahead and just shorten up the stance. For those who do have blocks at home, you have the option to use your blocks underneath the hands. And if you don't, bending the front knee will also release some of the pressure that you may be feeling or sensation, allowing you to re-lengthen the torso. One more round of breath. Rebending into the left knee. Step it back, high plank. Chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up high. Exhale, stack the hip or wild thing. As you press into your bottom hand, really lift the pelvis, the belly, the heart. Roll that left arm open. Exhale, releasing the left hand down. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger pose, squeeze it tight. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps forward, right knee drops down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, take that back bend maybe a little bit deeper than the other rounds. Inhale, center. Exhale, open twist to your right. Right hand to the back leg, inhale. Reach the left arm behind you. Spin over the right shoulder. Protecting the low back, tailbone releases down. One more breath in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the floor. Lifting the back knee, inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, spin onto the knife edges of both feet, Shiva twist. 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the left hand back to the floor, spinning forward, right foot steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Bending the knees, inhale, chair pose. Utkatasana. Exhale, twist open to your right. Stay here, or with your palms together. Left elbow outside of the right thigh. Stay here, or open the arms. And for those who want to take side crow arm balance, you're going to sit down onto your ankles with all 10 fingertips pointing towards the side of the room, but keeping the elbows drawing in towards one another like you're taking chaturanga arms. Shift the weight forward, maybe the feet lift up. Keep the chin lifted, gazing past the fingertips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the feet down. Let's meet in chair pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, stay here or with your hands together. Prayer twist to the left. Stay here or releasing the feet to the ankles, your hips to the ankles. Plant your hands, preparing for side crow. Good, meeting back in chair pose if you're not already there yet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands behind the back. Rising into a back bend, inhale, pull your fists towards the heels. Exhale, forward fold. Rebending the knees, reaching the fists down. Inhale, back to chair pose, biceps by the ears. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back for warrior one. Pivot the foot in 45 degrees, hips width apart. Front knee over the right ankle. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Keeping shoulders stacked over the hips. Breathing into that left hip flexor stretch. One more inhale, reach up. Straighten the front leg, exhale, pyramid pose, forward fold. Adjusting the posture as needed. Remember, we really want to work on fixing our posture. So if you find yourself rounding or with a big gap between your stomach and your thigh, bend the knee. Lengthen the torso. Now without losing this, you slowly work on straightening the leg. One more breath. Rebending the right knee, plant the hands, step back, high plank, and move through your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take another 5 rounds of breath here. In through the nose and out through the nose. Inhaling, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step it through the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up. High crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane the arms, just hover the thigh. Squeeze the shoulders together so the collarbones roll open. And imagine like you're about to launch yourself forward. So there's very little weight on your back foot. The majority is going into the front leg. You're holding the torso up by keeping your rib cage pulling in like a corset. Inhaling, cartwheel open, warrior 2, heel to arch alignment. Exhale your choice, forearm to thigh or hand inside of the right foot, extended side angle pose. Keep pressing through that right heel. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Straightening the front leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Rebending the right knee. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Move through your flow. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through the hands. Back heel lifting. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, airplane the arms. Fly it back, belly over the thigh. Again, keep squeezing the rib cage in. I know all us ladies know how to suck that stomach in when we're getting our picture taken, so this is the same thing we're doing. Pull that in. Inhale, cartwheel open, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle pose. Keep pressing through the left heel. Inhale, reverse warrior. Straightening the legs, reaching forward and out. Exhale. Triangle pose, tick-tock the arms. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, vinyasa. Take a breath in through your nose. Let it out through the mouth. Inhale, right leg up. One breath each movement. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, airplane the arms. Inhale, open up warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it through the hands. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, airplane the arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. As we inhale, lift, shift forward, high plank. And lower all the way down to belly and chest. We're going to take 3 rounds of Shalabhasana, locust pose. So let's interlace the hands behind our back, just like we've been doing. Walk your feet together, and then think of spiraling your thighs inward towards one another. I'm going to demonstrate it first, and then I'm just going to watch you because it's really hard for me to talk while I'm doing this back bend. So, again, really squeezing through the inner thighs. Press the palms together. If you cannot clasp hands, grab a towel or a strap to help you connect. Reach your fist towards the heel so you feel the chest lifting, and now pressing into your pelvis, lift the feet and lift the chest higher. Locust pose. I'm going to try to hold the first one. Breathing 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing down, place the hands next to your side, right ear on the mat. If you need to release, bend the knees, windshield wipe them from side to side. Second round, feet back together, interlace the hands, bring your chin to your chest. Take an open mouth, exhale. Inhale, lift up. We hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We release down. Turn the left ear on the mat. Again, option to windshield wipe, releasing lower back pressure. All right, last round. Make it the best one. With your feet together, bind the hands. Reach your fist towards the heels. Lift the chest, lift the legs. We're here for 5, Good. 4. Keep pressing into the hip bones. Lift the chest higher. 3. Fist towards the heels. 2. Lift the legs. 1. And exhale, lower down. Windshield wipe the legs one more time. And then let's take this into a child's pose. We'll get a little break here. Forehead to the ground. If you need to, now's a great time to grab some water. And let's just meet in a child's pose for a few more breaths. Just like in the beginning, as we move into a moment of stillness, notice how you feel now. Notice all of the things that you've been able to let go of and release. There's so many toxins and metals that also stay stored in our spine. So all of these back bends and twists also help eliminate that. Let's take 2 more breaths in our child's pose. And then go ahead and press up tabletop position. We're going to finish off with a camel pose. So with your knees directly underneath the hips, just walk your hands all the way to the hips and tuck the toes. Only 2 rounds today. First one, we'll take it nice and easy unless you feel warmed up enough and comfortable to go into the deepest variation. Up to you, just listen to your body. So, easiest variation. With your palms on the low back, fingertips pointing down, you're going to use the hands to guide the hips forward. As you guide the hips forward, you're also protecting that low back from pinching. So once we send the hips forward, we want to make sure the thighs are going straight up and down the entire time. Squeezing the elbows, that'll lift the chest, and then just gently begin to tilt the head back. 5 breaths. And then as you inhale, slowly come up, and we'll take a few twists from side to side to release. All right, so now for those who are ready to go deeper, option 1 is here. Option 2 is hands to your heels. Notice that when I reach back, what happens? My hips want to go back. Keep pressing them forward. And then last option is to do the same thing with the toes untucked. So just pay attention to how much height you get from the floor or don't get, depending on how you're angling the feet. Let's start with the hands on the low back. Send the hips forward, roll the shoulders open. Stay here or reach your hands towards your heels. Squeeze through the shoulder blades. Lift the head. Maybe the toes untuck. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to low back. Slowly come up and sit down onto your seat. Nice job. Swing the legs out from underneath you. Straighten the legs forward. And sit up nice and tall in Dandasana, staff pose. So your palms will be to the floor underneath the shoulders. This will require some belly engagement. Sitting up nice and straight. You want to be able to fit a grapefruit between the chin and the chest. Sliding your right heel in so the left knee is bent. Bring the right fingertips behind you. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, hook the elbow outside of the right thigh. Take your gaze over the right shoulder. Left toes are still flexing. Slowly unwind from that twist. And now grab your right ankle with your right hand and bring your foot to the outside of the hip bone. If you find a lot of discomfort here throughout your knee or your ankle joint, you can always pad by sitting on top of a blanket. This will give you more height, releasing pressure. You can place a blanket under the knee or place a blanket under the ankle. We're going to walk our hands back, and we're going to keep going back as much as it feels comfortable without the knee lifting. So keeping that knee actively pressing to the ground. Maybe you come down to the forearms. Some of you might be able to go all the way down onto your back. There will be a natural curve on your spine. Please keep that and do not try to flatten your back into the floor. So we're also getting a little back bend here while also opening up the entire thigh, the quad, which is the largest muscle in our body, which explains why it can be very, very tight sometimes. Unclench the jaw. Close up the eyes. Using your elbows and your hands, guide yourself all the way back up onto a seat. Straighten the right leg, give it a nice little shake. And we'll switch sides. Sliding the left foot in, inhale the right arm up. Exhale, take your twist, gazing over the left shoulder. Keep flexing the right toes back. One more breath. And very slowly unwind from the twist. We'll bring the left foot outside of the left hip, half hero's pose. Flex the right toes and begin to work your way back. Again, making sure the left knee does not pick up off of the ground. If at any point the knee lifts, that means we have gone too far. One more breath. Begin to press yourself up onto your seat. Straighten the left leg forward. Give that a nice little shake. And with your feet together, flexing the toes back, option to bend the knees. With the hands next to your sides, inhale to lengthen forward. So just imagine yourself lifting out of your lower back. Exhale, forward fold. Paschimottanasana. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. We do not want to hunch. Lengthen the top of the head forward towards the toes. And breathe. Inhaling, come all the way back up. Making sure you have space behind you. We're going to rock down onto our backs. Hug the knees into the chest. Compress the spine. Give it a nice release from all of the back bending and twisting. With the feet down to the ground, we'll set up for reclined pigeon pose. Stacking the left ankle above the right knee. Option 1 will be to just simply send the left knee away from you. Option 2, with the left hand going in between both legs, the right hand will go around the right thigh, interlacing fingers, pulling the knees in towards the chest. And then I like to use my left elbow, so I'll show you this way. As I hug my knees in, I use my elbow to press that knee away from me. So that external rotation is what is going to release the outer hip as well as the low back. Now that our heart is fully open, let's embrace every breath, every movement, every sensation that we feel throughout the body. Finding gratitude for having the time and the opportunity for self-care. For having the space to practice. And for having the motivation to allow yourself to feel better. If you're clasping hands, go ahead and release. Place the left foot to the floor and switch sides. Releasing, place the feet back down to the floor, hip width apart. Drop the knees to the right. Drop the knees to the left. Come back to the center and hug them into your chest, wrapping the arms around the shin bones. Curling the forehead up to meet the knees. Give yourself a very well-deserved loving hug. Breathing in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Release everything down for Shavasana. If you have the time, I recommend that you stay in it as long as your body needs to. And as you close up the eyes, coming back to your natural breath, I'd like to thank all of you so much for joining me this morning. As always, it is an honor and pleasure sharing my practice with you all. The light within me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste. Enjoy your Shavasana.